wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. Who did I say we were doing? Oh shit. It's a fiery climax. Let's say Aries. I said I do fire signs. We'll see. It say it's time to take action. I put those back. I was thinking about what sign I was going to actually do, and I said, well, I said I'm going to do fire signs. And then Aries was the one that popped out. So we'll see what's going on for it as the month of July. The month of July. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Oh shit. Oh, it's time to take action. They're just still trying to come out. Your commitment is being tested. Can you see me bending all over? And I'm trying to put that back there. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. Let's see what else coming out. I don't think y'all getting nothing else out. Full moon in Scorpio is trying to release negativity. Let's see what else we get. Oh, everybody getting this. Your hard work is paying off. Let me tell you something. I'm trying to reshuffle. It could be you and whatever the case may be. But let me tell you something. It seems like everybody who, I don't know. Let me tell y'all something. As a reader, do y'all have those moments to where you be picking up on energies that's around you? You got balances. Having faith in your dream, balance and practicality and prosperity lies ahead. Let's see. I'm telling you, is it me or as a reader? Do you go through the moments where it's kind of like you may know somebody of the zodiac, but you're not thinking about them or whatever the case may be, but it's something when it comes to a reading, like it's like a message that comes through for them, and you just like, damn, I was not trying to, you know, it's not trying to. Woo! This is too many. We just gonna take the first one on top. It's a show the world the real you. We're just gonna take them two. It's a show the world the real you. Full moon in Aquarius. Be bold and make the first move. So let's see what's going on. It's a luck is on your side. This is new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Oh, I'm trying to reach for my cards, y'all. Ooh. We're going to see what each one mean. We're going to break this down. We're going to upload them up. And we're going to get them out. Hopefully I get everything out by today. You know? Because it ain't been that long. My girl wants to party all the time. Why is it in my head? You and your loved ones are saying, maybe y'all looking to party or wanting to party. But it say new moon in Cancer. You probably want to get out with family. Loving or needing a sense of, you may be needing some time, space. That's what kind of gives me though. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time. You and your loved ones are safe. Let's see what's going on. My girl wants to party all the time. I just gotta sing it one more time, y'all. Party all the time, party all the time. Alright, let's go. It's still in my head. Y'all got King of Cups on the bottom of the deck. We're going to see what this new moon in Cancer is all about. Ooh, you got Queen of Cups, the Fool reverse, and Scorpio energy. Page of Cups. and Aquarius. All right. 4 Cups. That's why I said kind of gives me like some sort of argument or distance that's going on at this moment, or it could be separation. Or it could be you. You hear me say, this is kind of gives me, I'm telling you, Queen of Cups, the Fool, reverse, and the Death energy. It could be you. You hear me say operating in the sense of Scorpio energy, where you hear me say arguments, miscommunication, possessive jealousy, not listening, not being emotionally honest, being aware of certain instances of actions. Because you got 2 of Swords or whatever the case may be. And it could be, you hear me say, it kind of gives me like family. It gives me that family, though, or situations around emotional aspects. Because you got 2 of Swords, Page of Cups, and the Aquarius. You hear me say taking some sort of truth, honesty, inner child, like enlightenment. Wait a minute. Damn. I'll do it on the next one. But it's this here, though. You hear me say it could be miscommunications or a connection between you and someone else, or not wanting to take a risk of moving forward. That's why I say it just gives me like this moving forward energy, trying to start over, a dose of honesty, emotional accountability, reconciliation, like those type. It's like weighing the pros and cons. That's what it kind of gives me, though. So it may be you hear me say, for his family, like changes situation, emotional aspects, and then knowing how to communicate them, not risking going into that Scorpio energy, where you hear me say, because, whoo, that's a lot. I'm saying it's a lot when you sit here like in a space of being idle, especially with the Scorpio energy, because you can kind of like run off and say something that's very mean before you need to. So yeah, I know. But you could be the North Scorpio and Aquarius, who knows, or matters of the heart, or thinking about those matters, or starting over. It could be the home front, or it could just be in moods of separations, or dividing a sense of time. Like you hear me say, not being able to get everybody the time that they need. So you kind of like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do a little bit of this, and I'm going to do a little bit of this. That's what kind of gets me, though. Your commitment is being tested. Let's see what's going on in the first quarter. Moon. Let's see what's going on. My girl wants to party all the time. Ooh. Did you know your sister sign was Libra? Ace of Pentacles. Yes. It's reversed though. I'm sorry. I was saying that like. Yeah. I was saying like. Yes. Not for is that. You got your commitment is being tested. Didn't I say it seemed like some sort of argument, emotional accountability, understanding what goes hand in hand? This type of energy, you hear me say that Scorpio, explosive type behavior, not thinking before you speak, just being vengeful in a sense, needing to get your point across. You got justice by the moon, though. That's why I said this is here. Like, this is worries. This is fears. This is, not want to let go of a sense of chaos or just unfairness, the imbalance, like the closed off cycles. Like you hear me say this, closing off certain cycles, but it's kind of like somebody's it's like a horse just galloping at fast speed through certain things. That's what it kind of gives me, though, because you got Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and the 3 of Cups. That's why I say it just gives me like fast speed, like you're trying to achieve something at a fast pace, because you got Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, and a 3 of Cups. It could be a healing process. It could be recuperation or learning certain information to get back to that happy state. A need to celebrate this. That's what you hear me say, coming out of those chaotic type times, to say, okay, well, now we're bouncing back. Like, that's what it kind of gives me, like a bouncing back type energy. But it does give me like big fallout, though. And you got the Magician, though, as an overall. Oh, baby. I want to eat my orange so goddamn bad. I don't care. Party all the time. Yeah. My bad, I had to take a pause when I was just doing it from like a numerology perspective, like counting up the cards. Yeah, that's why I said this commitment is being tested. It has something to do with some financial situation. It could be job. It could be a sense of relationship. It could be the home front, or it could be the work dynamic. Reconstruction period. You hear me say letting go of old things, letting them go. And this may be something for you. Girl, I'm on 10%. What the fuck? It may be something for you, you hear me say, in this season to be able to, that you need to work at alone. That's what it kind of gives me though with this 333. Because what's that? 337. 7 minus 8 is what? 1. That's why I said it's something that you're working at alone, or whatever the case may be. It's something that you may have to change. It could be you hear me say, like, not honoring yourself when it comes to you and your emotions, how you feel, not tapping into, like, not honoring the sense of worry and understanding where it's coming from. Like, how do I fix this? What is hitting? Like, what is it that I need to learn? What is it that I need to know? What needs to be praised in this moment, in a sense of ups, before it gets to this magician type behavior? It just kind of gives me, though, like that Aries behavior. You hear me say sometimes y'all could be in that trickster type mode where y'all be doing stuff, debate, arguments and situations, and then sometimes it can go too far. So that was it. It's maybe just this point of self-reflection for you to be, you know, in those type of moments. Or it could be your partner or a situation or a person. You hear me say job, business, whatever it is, the tower type moment. But it's like something needs to go, something needs to come in. And it could be you with the way you're thinking, acting, or moving in this moment. You got, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries. So let's see what's going on. My girl wants to. Oh, I said this got something to do with mind. This got something to do with mind, body, and spirit. Somebody depressed. Well, I ain't gonna say depressed. Or you may be going through a seasonal change. Cause you got, oh my bad, I scooted that up. You got 9 of Wands and you got the Hierophant. You got the Hierophant upright. It's time to take an action. Eight of Swords reversed, and you have the 4 of Cups. You got the Page of Cups and the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. That's it. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm telling you, it's like it's something that has to do with you and your mind, like a psychological perspective. It could be you with being vulnerable and wanting to get to know you, not learning from situations. You hear me say needing some sort of counsel. That's what kind of gives me, like, seeking some sort of counsel. I've been telling y'all this for the longest. The hell. It's like you need some sort of counsel, divinity, understanding, enlightenment, reassurance, but it's coming from this vulnerable space. And I don't think you know if you want to make the right move or not. That's what it kind of gives me, though. It's kind of like you want to, it's kind of like somebody don't trust themselves. That's what it kind of gives me, like you don't trust yourself. Because you got 8 of Swords reversed and the 4 of Cups. It's kind of like being in a sense of freeness. Or you hear me say just independently, like losing all baggage, like trying to excel and trying to get to the higher space. This is that form of regret. Like, this is like you sitting and thinking and mourning over certain things that could have worked out, but it didn't work out. Like, it just feels like you take 10 steps forward and you take 1 step. Like, you take 1 step forward and 10 steps backwards. That's what it kind of gives me, though. Because you got Page of Swords and you have the 10 of Cups. It's kind of like you don't even know how to be happy by yourself. Like, look at that Page of Swords and that 10 of Cups. Like, this is you. You hear me say learning to communicate or whatever and find what it is. Like, just being in learnership mode. Like, the internship of, like, studying or going to a sense of counselor or going to some sort of therapist or figuring out certain things, journaling. This is you. You hear me say kind of like you uncomfortable with you being happy. Because going back to the Cancerian energy, it looks like you scattered out everywhere with everybody and everything. My bad, I'm getting ahead of myself. Have faith in your dreams. Let's see what these dreams is about. My girl wants to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. Did it flip? I thought that jumped. Oh, shit. The Hangman? The fuck? I think that's it. I think they came out. Hold on, y'all. Oh, I gotta get my charge. Ooh, I gotta get I gotta get my shoe. My girl wants to. I'm kind of like Wizard Kelly over here. You can't see me, but you can see everything but my neck. I'm kind of like Wizard Kelly. Jesus Christ. Whew, you see my cup. I'm kind of like Wizard Kelly over here. Alright, I had to get my charger, y'all. Boom. Alright. So you got have faith in your dreams. This is so ghetto. You got Emperor, Seven of Cups, and the Sun. This is like gives me needing to. It can be tricky trying to find out what you want for instances of love, whether it be passion projects, whether it be finding love or trying to recreate a newness of love, going into the energy of manifesting, relationship, kids, inner child, work, and studying. For me, this is where I think the unhappiness comes from. Like somebody's inability to accept things for what they are. Like that's what kind of gets me though. I'm sorry. Ooh. It took a lot out. Y'all, I'm sorry. I got this plastic on. I sound crunchy. Because you got Knight of Cups, the Hangman, and the Devil here. Like, this is like returning. This is you. You hear me say returning back to those same cycles of... It could be you beating yourself down or communicating wise or love wise, being drawn to like toxic lovers or just one night stands or being easily committed or swayed or losing a sense of interest very fast, like not knowing what it is that you want, like operating from a sense of freedom. Like that's what it kind of gives me though. Like it's too many outside influences that influence you in your decision making. So it's kind of like that's what keeps up a lot of trouble for you in your life. Because I said, piggybacking off the emotional, the mental aspect, this is you trying to play it cool or whatever the case may be. So we gonna see. That's why I said it don't seem like it's you. Aquarius, show the world the real you. The full moon in Aquarius, that's why I said it's like you got some. This may not be for everybody. It could be someone around you, but it's kind of like somebody doesn't know how to be happy. Like they can't be happy. They need a lot. Queen of Wands. Nine of Cups. Oh. But check this out though, like for dudes, when you hear me say this all the time, dudes who operate in their feminine energy or whatever the case may be, when men who don't understand, they could kind of not recognize like the wanting to see, wanting to be attentive, like they could not want to feel those emotions, especially being a fire sign coming in so quick, so instant in those moments. Like they could run away from situations like that, especially with women, and women don't understand where they need to just, oh, I need to see you, like always just in that energy. So that's what it kind of gives me. It's like fast, oh my God, but I don't know, and then retracting because of sense of happiness. Like not knowing what happiness is, even with inner self. That's what it kind of gives me though. So it's a show the world the real you. This is the Queen of Wands. This is the Nine of Cups. This is like understanding that, okay, well, I'm this, I'm all over the place, I'm chaotic, I do certain things, I can not care, I could do things for the me, but in that moment it honors you for you to heal you instead of saying, oh, I'm not that. Because look at the Ace of Swords and then you got the Lovers. Like, if you don't understand you, like, moving forward towards in a sense of love or how you communicate or how you speak or trying to draw in or contracts or new things that you hear me say that you're trying to get it and you don't understand it, how somebody else going to understand it? Because you got Eight of Wands, the 10, and the 4. What's that? 4, 22, 2 and 2 equals 4. Yep. That could be that you hear me say, ooh, sorry. Wait a minute, y'all. I got stuck because I was going to say that out loud. Hold on. This could be, you hear me say, well, this ain't showing the real you, owning up to those sense of flaws and mistakes that you may have done, or situations about you, or old lovers, or instances, or how you show love, or contractual obligations. For businesses, in a sense of partnership, or whatever the case may be, this is 2 + 2 = 4. This is that stability, or whatever the case may be. Figuring out those teamworks, those partnerships, or situations. It could be somebody could be trying to go up for a renewal contract or get some old contract, like trying to get an extension. It kind of gives me like 22. What is it? 2022. So what's 2022? 2022. 2022. What's it? It's 2020. 2022. That's about 2 years. It depends on how it is. Not taking some in a sense of long term or whatever the case may be, something that comes at you fast, tiring. I don't know. It could be in a sense of a home front, or building, reconnecting. Like, that's what it kind of gives me though. Like something that's long term, 2022. Something that's coming in a sense to celebration. That's what, I'm sorry, it gives me 2022 though. 2022, or you may just start seeing the fruits of a labor of something old. It could be a relationship though, 2022. It could be 2 broken down into the 2, or it could be in a 4-month process. Don't know, 2 months. It's just depending on if you're trying to put things together to create sturdiness. That's what I'm trying to say when it's saying showing the real world you. So if you want quality, you have to give it and be it. Don't know where the fuck that came from. That's why I paused for a minute, because I was like, do I need to say this? So, all right. If it's in a sense of relationship or love or businesses or contracts or whatever the case may be. But this give me more of a emotional aspect. This don't have nothing to do with business, but when I do see the lovers, I think of contractual obligations. Don't know why. And the home front could be buying, purchasing, all these different types of things. Selling, reselling, don't know. You hear me say put in the sense of the work. Don't need to get in your business that deep. But that's why I said showing you. It could be just be the partnership, marriages, relationships, encounters, situation. When is it coming? When will this happen? You know, I don't know. Boom. But you got be bold and make the first move. The cardinal moon. So this is utilizing all those signs. You hear me say it may be you. Ooh, it may be you trying to get on the home front, trying to get the kids together, which is the Cancerian energy. The financial aspect, Capricorn energy. Woo. Then the understanding what's fair, what's right is wrong, Libra energy, and the doing process is the wands. Yes, yes. It's the fire. This girl is on fire. But if it's some type of relationship though, this one thing I have learned though, like Aries, y'all can be a little raunchy though. I can say y'all can be a little raunchy and can be very bashful when it's somebody who like you ain't gonna put that much interest into it. You kind of want them to come to you. Like you'll throw the bait and want to reel them in. Even after arguments and disagreements, y'all do that. It's weird. Knight of Pentacles overall at the bottom of the deck. Come on. Come on. Come through. Come through. You got Page of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Chariot, and the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah. That's what it is. They go that half-assing thing. And you hear me say, well, there's certain things. It's like, okay, will this work? It's kind of like the focusing the mind. That's what kind of gives me. Focusing the mind. Like cardinal signs can be so driven to the point to where they need to be first, but they don't know what they need to be first at, especially in people's lives or the emotional aspects of people who relying on you in a sense of instant gratification. Like finding what it is that you need. If you're trying to woo in a sense of love or woo into a sense of business contract, houses, this or certain things. That's why I said this is it. Like it's kind of like, okay, yeah. All right, I got what I need. And then it go back like just the focus, the attention span of like trying to actually put in the work to get what it is that you need. That's that quick results, quick instant. Like, okay, all right. And then it's like procrastination. Anticipation. Doom, 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 doom. Anticipation. And stop. You got the Hermit reverse, the Strength. You got the Seven of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Judgment. Yeah, that's why I said it's you. It's you. It's like you got too many people that's relying on you. This don't give me like in a sense of an awakening, because I would have said it, or just other people, or enlightenment, or whatever. You got too many people relying on you, or that look up to you, or that need you, or that has so much say so, or they feel like you give them power or life in a sense of moment. And it's kind of like that reconstruction. That's where you don't have that time in that Hermit mode, especially in that Strength, to where you're cutting certain things out in time, because it's kind of like you don't get the time to actually reap the rewards of your things. And don't give me financially. It could be emotionally or establishing with you, because look at this. You got Page of Pentacles, that's there, right? And then you got the 7 of these, because negative and the positive, what they cancel out each other. So that's 0. So that's going back to the state of where somebody may look at 0 as nothing, but starting over again, because the intention of focus. So that's why I said it's kind of like you just here. That's why I said 5 of Cups. You got too many people in this moment that's relying on you or want too much from you. And it's like organized. I don't know why, because I'm not the most I'm organized enough, but not. I'm organized enough when it comes to acting with humans. Ooh, I said that's so rude. It's like I'm organized enough when it comes to me acting with humans. So who I allow, what I allow in this type of moment of people I deal with. You may be running some sort of business where it's kind of like finding a time where balance and practicality had came out. Finding how much you could take on and a need to be busy, to not be bored, but just to do. That's what it kind of gets me though. Because you got Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the 9 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and the 2. Yep. Wait a minute. Do come as you are. Ooh. Lay with me. I'm trying to turn them on, folks. Yep, you got Knight, High Priestess, reverse, 9 of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, 6 of Cups, reverse, the 10, and the 2 of Pentacles. You doing too much. Sorry, not sorry. I just had to say you doing too much and balancing and doing, like, it's kind of like if you are in a position where you financially stable, I think that you should be able to have, like, you running some sort of business, it's an assistant that needs to be into play, right? Then if you running some sort of business, that assistant or quote unquote manager or whatever business, like, that's the role that they supposed to be. If you trying to run some branding corporational type business, kind of like, you shouldn't be, oh, let me run over here, let me run over here, let me run over here, let me do this. Like, it's kind of like you all over the place and you doing too much. So when it comes to you and your emotional happiness, whether it's time for you to put in the work, or you got parents, cousins, siblings, all these different types of things, if you ain't running some sort of business or whatever the case may be, it's like too many people is running too much chaos in the sense of your life, or you are doing, you got a lot of chaos going to somebody else's life. I just wanted to say that. So you got you and your loved one is safe. We're going to run this back. You hear me say, this is that Cancerian energy, where it comes to you and your emotional needs, or you being honest, or whatever the case may be, or just being stagnant, aggressive, needing that sense of attention, like, don't know what it is that you should do, like seeing both sides of the tracks. It's like you scattered. I tell you, scattered. You're scattered. You're scattered. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. I just want to say that. Then you got your commitment is being tested. Ooh. This goes back to the Tower type moment. That's why I said this is something that you need to eliminate from using this Scorpio energy to be able to say, okay, well, I can release this. I know it no longer serves me. I can start over. I can do what it is that I need to do to build from scratch, or people that really gets me. And Scorpio energy, you hear me say that people fail to recognize, it just wants to know all the bad. People just thinks that because they consider us to be dark-like, or not letting people in, that thing, not easily trustworthy, that type of energy. But it needs to know, it needs to get to the bottom of this so we can figure out what it is I am dealing with or taking on. So that's what we can say, like a dog with a bone. That's why I say your commitment is being tested. It's something that you need to do or a partner needs to do for a sense of them to get to the bottom of something. It could be emotionally, it could be just happiness or figuring certain things out in this moment, healing, learning, commuting. But it's like it has to get to the bottom of this. It could be wasteful like energy, manipulative, sneaky, just not working with all of the energy that's around, just concocted. I don't know why that came out. Concocted. It's time to take action. You hear me say, just give me more. In that sense of the psychological aspect, you hear me say, for it's you wanting to take one step forward and you take 10 steps back. You hear me say, not seeing all of that in the sense of for it's your happiness, knowing how to be alone. And it's not alone saying like you don't know how to like sit by yourself, but it's more like when it comes to you, it's like you probably got to think about everybody else and not you. Have faith in your dreams. You got the Emperor, the Seven of Cups, the Sun, the Knight of Cups, the Hangman reverse, and the Devil. I told you this is you. When it comes to things, it's like you don't see things for what they are, or you don't know how to choose what genuinely makes you happy. This is why you return back with those same instances to negativity or lower vibrational acts. That's what it is. All right. Have faith in your dreams. Whether your dream is you being healed, restored, peaceful, hold, accomplished, renounced. Like you gotta have faith in some sort of that. But I said it do give me like some divinity crisis. It really does. Whether you believe in a God or don't believe in a God, whatever your practice it is. But it doesn't give me that though. It really does. Show the world the real you. That's why I say with the emotional needs, especially with the Emperor in the place. You hear me say fire signs are not the most lovey-dovey individuals. They can be once they get there, but it's just getting them to focus. So that's why I say show the world the real you. And it doesn't have to be necessarily the world. It could be in your world. The people or situations that it is that you need. You hear me say 2022. It could be 2 months. 2 months from now, 4 months from now, 2022, you hear me say for his business contracts, renewing or getting something new, but it kind of gets me old, like something that came up, resurfaced, trying to go back. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, trying to get that. So it's probably like 2022, something resurfacing back, or 2 months, 4 months, could be in the sense of that, don't know. 2 months, 4 months, 2022, or just the time. Whichever one is significant to you, what you're trying to create a long haul, something that's stable. That's what I said. But it's kind of like you got to show the world you, and not the world of everybody, not the world, but it's all about being honest. The full moon in Aquarius, releasing that closed off. It's like releasing that closed off behavior, not being emotionally honest. This kind of gives me though, because Aquarius really don't be honest about how they feel. You hear me say fire signs don't do that neither, unless you really piss them off. So when it comes to like matters of love or you or just healing or aspects of finding what it is that you need, it's like you're not being honest about what it is that you need or what is it that you're seeking for. And it's like those characteristics of people, situations that's around you. Okay? So that's what I said. That's that. Cardinal moon. You hear me say use all the cardinal signs. If you're going to use all of them, that's Aries, that is Cancer, that is Libra, and that is Capricorn. Utilize all of them just while you can in this season. Be bold and make the first move. You hear me say you got Page of Pentacles. Then we had you had Page of Pentacles, and then you hear me say you had Six of Swords, the Chariot, and the Seven of Pentacles. You hear me say get one thing done, and you don't care about the rest. You got Hermit, Strength, Three of Swords, the Judgment, Seven of Swords, and here I say it's like too many people relying on you in this moment. It's kind of like you doing one thing and you're not receiving the benefits of certain things that it is that you need. So if it's something that of interest right now that you really want and you trying to draw it in, because I told you I seen that Ace of Pentacles there and the Seven of Pentacles, if you really trying to draw something in, it's kind of like you not giving it your all in the sense of work. It's like you just like, okay, I got it, and then you like dipping off. It's kind of like, if you want this sense of results, you got to be invested into your own thing. So other than that, if you don't remember shit, your loved ones are safe. So if this is you taking strides to do whatever it is you need to do, do it. Your commitment is being tested. If you build in a sense with people that you hear me say that are supportive and loving and understand you, you don't constantly need to check in with them when you're not around. Okay? Even though you may not have a sense of communication or whatever the case may be with them, you don't have to always overshadow them. Let them be who they need to be. Your commitment is being tested, whether it's a sense of faith or anything that you're going out of. It's like you're going to have to, with great risk comes reward. So if you feel like you're being tested, you got to learn. You got to learn from mistakes and situations. It's time to take action. Action doesn't always mean just doing something like for it's okay, well, I did this. No, it's taking time to say, I'm finna rest, I'm finna restore, I'm finna go into a place of study to get those things that I need to assist me. Boom. Have faith in your dreams on the way. Just because you trying to do something don't mean that it ain't gonna happen. So you got to be patient and understanding with you. Show the world the real you. You don't have to be vulnerable with everybody or things that it is that you want. It's just being honest and say, well, you know what? I want this. And that'll put you on the path to say why it is that you need it. And you hear it enough, you won't give a fuck how somebody else feels. Last but least, you got be bold and make the first move, which is the cardinal moon. So you can utilize all those cardinal moons. It didn't say any specifically, but you are a cardinal sign and you can coexist with other signs or other beings or other entities or people who have like cardinal type traits, who are leaders in a sense of areas to where you may lack and need a sense of support. So other than that, that's all I got. I ain't got no more. And I wish y'all the best. And I'm gone. And my lips are jumping. Girl, let me hear him close out the reading.